I'm gonna make a tentacle compilation for you, Ruthie LMAO.
Is that a threat?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you're truthful about it. Centipede? What's Ruthie's skeleton doing at the Olive Garden? Don't question it, okay? I wanted breadsticks! Why the fuck can I not hear? It's because there's no subtitles. Whoops. To the red country and part of the gray country of Oklahoma. No, I'm not reading about fucking Oklahoma.
Now I've been kidnapped against my own will. Yay! I love being kidnapped. You never know what'll happen when you get kidnapped.
See, why do you need to go to the gym when you can just lift your refrigerator?
Should we cry? We can cry right now. I can bring the tears on right now. I will cry with you.
This is a threat. I will cry.
Up! Avert your eyes! There'll be boobies in these parts.
I got an emergency. First, I'm Australian. And second, there's been a murder.
I want one of those bells for stream. So I can... Oh no! A skeleton! Ah!
I just peed out cheese. That's gross.
And no! Fungus will always love you! What are we looking at? The music is telling me something, but I don't know what it is. Do a boatload of cocaine and try to single drop. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to do step one. I do not know how to access cocaine. I feel like going out of my way to access cocaine might be a bad idea too. And expensive.
Legally speaking, it's not a war crime unless we're at war. In other words, it's just a crime.
So for those who do not know, we're playing Mafia, which means we're going to be a criminal. Not that we haven't been criminals before, but actually criminals. Our job description is crime. Remove workwear before entering. Only enter the factory completely naked. Ah! No! No! It's so sad!
It's not my case to understand.
This is the worst day of my life! This is awful! What has a... Hello? Well, that was very rude. T-pose. For dominance. Okay, okay. My teeth! What? I'm sleeping!
Hello. Hi. It's me, a golden kappa hype train. I just got back and we're already doing cool stuff. Oh, shoot. We need our background music. Hello. Hi. I have been gone for 2 weeks because Mog passed away. What we thought was diabetes was actually cancer. Oops. So, I've been gone. Rest in pickles, Mog. Yeah. So, I didn't stream the week I found out, and then I flew back to the hometown to hang out with Justin, be with the cats. And I got this cool wallet. It's a Dracula wallet. And I got some books. Do androids dream of electric sheeps? Which is the inspiration for Blade Runner. I've never watched Blade Runner, so I figure I might as well read the inspiration before someone makes me watch Blade Runner. And then Delicious in Dungeon, which is the anime that I really liked watching this far. Do you see that guy? That one? That one's me. How much Dracula merch do I got now? You know what's really funny is I actually don't have a lot of Dracula or Frankenstein merch. I just have a lot of books. I bought another Frankenstein. Because I always need another Frankenstein. I need so many Frankenstein, okay? I also have other books that I got too. Because I went to Barnes and Nobles yesterday. Frankenstein. Oops. There's the like slip cover. And then this. Wow. Wow. And hold on. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you. Shut up. I do not. I need more. It has full color. It has full page illustrations. I need more. I need more copies. I think I have I have so many. See? Wow. I need to read it again. Sorry, gang. I'm not streaming. I'm going to be reading Frankenstein again. Ugh, author introduction. I already know Mary Shelley. Leave me alone. There we go. Volume 1. Volume 1. This is not into volumes. This is Frankenstein. This is what Abscission looks like. No. I'm an intellectual. Coffee! Coffee, you got a golden kappa. Good job. Thank you for the subscription. I'm glad you did not miss out on the golden kappa stream. I'm showing them my Frankenstein. I'm gonna read Frankenstein again. I am supposed to be making a video for Dracula, and I keep, instead of making a script, I keep going, I'm gonna make my script.
Listen!
Oh my god. Thank you, Coffee. The Kappa N is going. I also got this manga because it looked spooky. And then I got this because it looks spooky. It actually sounds really cool. Starvation Heights is a true story of murder and malice in the woods of the Pacific Northwest. If I'm going to be living in the PNW, I need to know about the crime in the PNW. So obviously I have to read about the crime because I have to know what the competition looks like, of course. Do you want to, okay, I'm going to tell you. So in 1911, two wealthy British heiresses, Claire and Dora Williamson, came to a sanatorium in the forests of the PNW to undergo the revolutionary fasting treatment by Dr. Linda Burfield Hazard. It was supposed to be a holiday. Thank you, Jency. It was supposed to be a holiday for two sisters, but within a month of arriving at what the locals called Starvation Heights, the women were emaciated shadows of their former selves waiting for death. They were not the first victims of Linda Hazard, a quack doctor of extraordinary evil and greed. Carla! Golden Kappa! I'm talking about a crime that happened. Hi, Carla. who would stop at nothing short of murder to achieve her wishes. As their jewelry disappeared and forged banknotes began transferring their wealth to Hazard's accounts, Dora Williamson sent a last plea to a friend in Australia, begging her to save them from the brutal treatments and lonely isolation of Starvation Heights. In this true story, a haunting saga of medical murder set in the era of steamships and gaslights. Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. Greg Olson reveals one of the most unusual and disturbing criminal cases in American history. Anyway, so it sounded so cool, and I was like, wow, this sounds so cool. Coffee pointed it out, and then I grabbed it, and blood. I don't know what that means. But thank you. From Prime to Tier 1. That's pretty fun. A convert. He has been converted. Ha ha. Yeah. So Coffee pointed it out, and I read the back, and I was like, maybe I do need a book about crime. Listen, I gotta know about the crime. How am I supposed to outdo the crime if I don't know about it? Considering my Amazon Prime sub die off for good. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, damn it. You guys don't care, but I don't care that you don't care. So, the Kraken hockey team. Hockey's happening, by the way. This is like the second time that they're in the lead. They're in the lead. They are winning, and then they let it tie up, and then they lose in the shootouts. I think I'm going to beat up hockey boys. Me. It's me. I will beat them up. Very believable. Ooh, I'm reading Annihilation, that short story. Actually, I'm in the middle of like 4 different books. But, you know.
Twitch gave me 50 bits extra.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for the hype and the bits goal. 69. Oh, we're gonna just have to do. I should just have it at 69 permanently because I think it's funny. Nice. Hey gang, thank you so much. Wow, the golden kappa. The golden kappa brings us all out. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Do I need to show you anything else? I got a Frankenstein
Your mother's
purse.
the worst.
Thank you, Carla. Oh my gosh. Carnage and Horror Guy. It's always funny because I think sometimes when people gift subs, they like accidentally bring out lurkers who will lurk, and I've never seen these names before. You want to see my Frankenstein purse? I'm going to show you my Frankenstein purse. I'm going to show you. I got it. This is my first purse that I've owned. Willingly. Unwillingly, I don't count gifts because I think I've gotten like maybe a purse whenever I was like little. But look, it's Frankenstein. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Wow. It's not like the best purse because it is the shape of a book. So like, wow, that's like all of it. But the best part is my Dracula wallet. Hey, Carla, I got a Dracula wallet. A Dracula wallet fits inside of the Frankenstein purse. So cool. I don't know what I need a purse for, but it's on my bed and I stare at it lovingly. So that's what the purse is for. It's for me to stare at. Who needs purses when you got man wallets? Man wallets, man pockets. Look at this. These pockets go forever.
I can stick so many things inside my pockets. So I never need a purse. But I like the idea of a purse. I like the idea of a bag. I just need a Mothman keychain. Oh my god, look, Mothman, the Mothman Build-A-Bear, do you see him? Hold on. Ooh, also another Mothman. Ah! So this is a Mothman. Ignore his tag. This is Mothman, and his wings, they're magnetic. And then this one is the Build-A-Bear Mothman. Yeah. Very cool. So cool. Yeah. I will arrange them on the corner of my bed, of which they're boyfriends. They are boyfriends. They kiss sometimes. Ooh. Can you see my little Frankenstein? My little Frankenstein Lego that Justin made me? It's Frankenstein. And the goalie of my hockey team. and a Reese's Furby. Ah! I have so many little things. and an eyeball. What else do I have over here? Books. Book. More book. I have so many books. A box of books. Anything else? Nope, that's it. You guys are all caught up now. A fun time for fun people like ourselves. We're so fun. Oh, right. No, one more thing. Teeth. These are coyote teeth. Ta-da! It's a bag of coyote teeth. Yay. You never know when you need a bag of coyote teeth. Ooh. Hive chest. Choo-choo. Golden Kappa! Kappa. How do you do... Is it capital? There we go. Yay! Go team! Look at us. Strahd. It's a little Lego Strahd. Focus on Strahd, goddammit. Not my face. Or my hands. Strahd. Look at him. He's so cute. Put him right there next to the teeth. To the coyote teeth. Okay, gang. Thanks for the hype train, the golden hype train. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. Wow. Every time I don't stream for like more than a week, I have this like weird fear that I'll come back and nobody remembers me. It never, everybody, it's usually fine. But there's that fear. Okay, so we were playing a different detective game, Paradise Killer. But I took a 2-week break and decided that we'll revisit that game. I think that's a fear that's shared by most content creators. It's true. I think it really is because of the way that the way that people think / including content creators think about content. I promise I've got a thought brewing inside the skull of mine, but I can't quite hold on. The content machine goes so fast, and the algorithms and all that other stuff makes you think that you got to do stuff so fast. And technically, if you want to grow to heights unimaginable and unobtainable to mere mortals, yeah, you do have to go impossibly fast to gain a huge audience. But if you're just like chill and you don't really care about that stuff, when you got your little group of people that watch you and stuff, they don't go away. It does not work like they make you think, oh my god, it's Cookie. Hi, Cookie.
Whoa. 37 months.
Whoa. But that doesn't matter. Because here you are, and here I am, and we're going to be playing another spooky game. It is October, so part of me was thinking maybe I should just play a whole bunch of horror games. But I kind of am super about this detective kick we're kind of on right now. So we're not going to do that. Let's see. We'll play Tex Murphy, and then we're gonna play a vampire game. And we're gonna be a doctor in that vampire game. And I guess doctors could be considered detectives of the body. And illness is a crime inside of your body. Anyway, let's play a spooky game. Let's go. I actually don't know much about this game. One person said, hey, this game looks like something you'd like. And I was like, cool. It does look like something I'd like. It's a spooky Lovecraftian detective game. That's literally how it was sold to me. And it was like $3. Abscission is Pixel, so I hope you don't mind Pixel. I think it's a point and clicky. Do you think that this is going to be something about Cthulhu? Oh my god, is that whiskey? Or is it orange juice? The world will never know. I don't know anything about this game, and the only way to find out about this game is to play it. So let's go. Do you have your detective hats on? Your corn cob pipes? Or whatever pipe. You have your pipes full of bubbles? Let's go. My toothache is a crime. Where is Osmosis Jones? Wee woo, damn it. Ashfield, Massachusetts. A place like any other. Now, is it going to autoplay or am I gonna have to click? I think I'm gonna have to click. Yep, I have to click. I'd lived there my whole life, in that town, crouched by the river. Silent Hill. It was a direct reflection of the humanity that clustered within it. It flows and its virtues. And its virtues? Hold on. Oh no, I can't read. I am illiterate. Let me try that again. Let me shake some literacy into my brain. It was a direct reflection of the humanity that clustered within it. Its flaws and its virtues. The pixel font is going to kill me. Whilst also pretending as a macroism of the human body. Okay. We're using big words. Oh my god, it's me. I don't have a face. It had the capacity for healthy growth. But when it was infected, it could burst. Blood. Someone's bleeding. Murder. Dang, we're solving murder. Riverside, Ashfield. Thursday, August 1st, 1991. I wasn't born yet. (10:07 p.m.) Left click, right click. No one is using this elevator tonight. You'll have to take the stairs. Why? I'm sorry, man. As I said before, I can't tell you that. But it's our building. That's the way it is.
Can we go?
Do you want to take the stairs? Oh, no. Well, this cop says we can't use the elevator. That's bullshit. What about Mrs. Takahara? Takahara! You want her to walk up 3 flights on that hip? I'm sorry, but the elevator can't be used. I don't know how many other ways I can say it. We'll go to the damn bar instead. My voice acting. It's a good thing I'm not a voice actor. Oh my god! The Golden Knights are gonna play soon.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You need to stay for the moment. We may need to ask you some more questions.
I don't believe this.
Officer Bruce, would you look at that? Will Stanhope. What the hell are you doing here? This ain't a vice case. Hey, Hogan, is this a vice case?
I'm busy, Bruce.
Well, it ain't.
So we're part of Vice? Oh boy. I don't know what that means. We were part of the Vice detective group in LA Noire that one time. I think it was things like high profile crime or something. Give them blood. Gallons of the stuff. Sure love blood. Poor Miss Takahara. I know. Vice crimes are like prostitution, drugs, and gambling. That's not murder. Stanhope can sometimes be presented with different ways of navigating a conversation based on 4 temperaments. They're moral crimes. Oh! That makes sense.
Oh, okay.
You guys are thinking with your full noggins.
Morality, vices.
You know, now that I know, I feel quite silly. Melancholic, organized, detailed, thoughtful. This approach focuses on the details, allowing Stanhope to get to the heart of the matter. Oh my gosh, we get to choose if we're gonna be an asshole or not. This is very exciting. I choose to not be an asshole this one time. I'm gonna bring out the notebook just in case. Even though I don't really have a lot of room on my desk right now because I need to organize my books. If Flame OBS streaming makes your brain spin so many clock cycles. Yep, I am impaired when I'm streaming, it's true. Vice Squad clamping down on crime. That's fun. Ha ha ha. Oh, shit. Shit! I'm pressing so many buttons. Easy, I'm not looking to step on anybody's toes. All I know is that Luna called me in. Why would she call you? You'd have to ask her that. Anyway, if I can help, I will. How do I get to the crime scene? Top floor. The only way up is the elevator, unless you fancy the fire escape. So he can take the elevator? Lady, I swear to God. I see footprints! Oh, I need to see detective. I need to see the detective. Fine. Our backpack. Got it. Journal is the book. I'm guessing that the cogwheel is settings. Thank you. Stanhope's inventory stores all of his clues. Clues. And any items he collects. This icon allows him to pick up an item to use. Use the crystals to navigate up or down in the inventory. Some puzzles will require him to combine items or clues or items. I don't know if this was made by an indie developer or not, but I think it might be. And if I was to put a singular critique, it's like a small nitpick. Please don't make things like words auto go. I want to click. I want to read at my own pace. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. All of that stuff I didn't click through, but I had to click through the beginning part, you know? Like, we gotta choose one lane. Okay, Abscission. I think it's really bad. It's only bad for me because I want to read things out to you guys in my silly goofy voices. So when it auto progresses really fast, I can't do that, you know? The forensics team, blood, broken glass, collection of paintings. Let me just stomp all over the crime scene. A patrolman I hadn't met before was standing nearby. I noticed he kept glancing up the stairs. His badge read Braintree. He looked like he needed a cup of coffee. Officer? You must be Detective Stanhope. Very astute. Was it the coat? Also the fact they let you in. I'm Officer Dan Braintree. Good to meet you. I haven't seen a crime scene like this for a long time. You're telling me I ain't ever seen anything like it. Just wait until you see upstairs. Is it worse than this? Shit. You look tired. Been up since 5 this morning, couldn't sleep. Maybe you should get a coffee. I will, but not from this kitchen. Where is Detective Luna? In the bedroom. I don't know what she's doing in there. I wouldn't want it to stay looking at that. What you know about the crime scene, officer? The most, I suppose. I was the first responder on the scene. According to the landlord, the Vic's name is Serena Chandler. She's upstairs. I thought it was a domestic. Time was the call. Just after 9 p.m., the landlord called it in. I do not know if I need to take notes. There is no background music. What's his name? You know what this means. Hold on. I think I can actually... The reason why I couldn't get in and I couldn't, like... I haven't set up the buttons. Hold on. I do... Shit. Hold on. I can... Hold on. I can... You hear my detective music? Yep. Okay, there it is. Hold on. Let me just do something real quick. Okay, I have made a button for my detective music. I just kept putting it off. Okay, there we go. Now detective music is accessible anytime. Okay, what time was the call? Landlord's name is Carl Laidlaw. Last I saw, he was with Hogan. Did you see anybody when you got here? Just a couple of residents milling around. There are no neighbors exactly. There's a you. This person's British. As the victim rented the whole top floor. I think this place used to be a factory or something. I think they're being confined to the apartments for the time being until we know more. Actually, they seem to be buzzing around the lobby. Hey, I'll have to talk to Bruce about that. Have you spoken with the neighbors? Not really. Hogan was looking after that. Anything else I need to know? Just prepare yourself before you go upstairs. It's unbelievable. I'll do my best. No problem. Ta-ta. There was a considerable amount of blood staining the cloth that covered the floor. Judging from the color and its viscosity, it was relatively fresh. Viscosity! They were deep in conversation about the crime scene. Oh, I know why. Give me 1 second, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Give me 1 second. 1 second, I'll fix it. 1 second. Hold on! Okay, there you go. It should be fixed. You might need to refresh if it isn't fixed yet. If that makes sense. They were deep in conversation about the crime scene. There was an obvious uneasiness in their eyes. From the amount of blood, I couldn't blame them. There are pots of paints, brushes, and a palette and on the table. Green paint had spilled and dripped onto the floor, staining the planks. I wasn't going to run my hands through broken glass, but there was one shard that appeared larger than the others and was glistening with blood. A half-completed canvas had fallen on the floor. The image seems to be in a forest, though underwater. Curious. You're welcome. A large collection of painted canvases, many of them framed, filled shelving that ran across the back wall of the apartment. This was more than a simple hobby. This was a vacation. This is a vocation. I should ask the landlord about this in order to flesh out the victim's background. Okay, to the bedroom. Good lord. Oh, good gravy. I thought it was right here. No, it's right here. Her name was Serena Chandler. I've never seen anything like it. Are you sure? What do you mean? Luna, what is this? Look at her, Stanhope. Look at her. That could have been tampering with the crime scene, not my style. Oops. The woman, or what was left of her, was tied to the wall. Her jaw was distended, most likely broken. Her skin was a patchwork of blood bruises, ribs pushed through ragged flesh. Ugh. She appeared to have been hollowed out, with very little besides bone and gristle left inside the sagging remains of her torso. Okay. And there's a goddamn spotlight on her. This painting, it was a curious parched landscape. The earth had an odd texture, remarkably obsolescent. The brushwork was almost photorealistic. I personally preferred my art a little bit more abstract, but could see the appeal. What the Hannibal crimes is this? For real? Have you been here long? About 20 minutes. I was surprised you called me. Honestly, so was I, but I hope you can see why. Just look at the poor woman. But there are other detectives. Isn't Jim Lewis your partner? He's on leave. But even if he wasn't, I think you're a better fit. I don't understand. Do you need my expertise with evidence gathering? Just look at it, Will. Doesn't this remind you of anything? Los Gato prosthetics. The disappearances of Cassandra Burgess. There's a twitch in her eye between the lid and the orbital floor. Fucking damn it, I keep pressing the damn button. I see. I need to get my head around this scene. I understand. Can you look for some leads while I'm up here? Something to get us started? Will do. What have you found so far? Not much. I'm still taking it in. Sorry, it's just... Look at her. Can't imagine what she went through. About this case. So what do we know so far? The victim's name is Sarita Chandler. Alright. The victim. I know that we already heard her name, but like... I'm gonna put it down again. Victim is Serena Chandler. Hogan is getting some details from the landlord. He was babbling when I got here. I can see why. Do you have any suspects? Not yet. Hopefully we can find something around here that gives us a lead. Do you think that this is linked to the Loscato case? Loscato case? Look at it, Will. Can you really tell me this isn't the same way the others died? Well, I can certainly see the similarities, but that doesn't mean anything without a proper investigation. Similarities. Her body's been emptied. You can't tell me that's not the typical modus operandi. Of course not, but look at these ropes. I don't even know what they're made of. They're fibers found at Loscato too, but burned up in the fire. They could have been there. It's a stretch. Look, I'm not saying that I'm taking Loscato off the table as a possibility. What are you saying, Will? The Loscato case was horrific, and I don't blame you for responding to this emotionally charged media furor. There was a momentary flare of anger in her eyes before she sighed and took another drag of her cigarette. Will, you're a good man, but you need to learn more about people. Amelia? Yes, Will? It's been a long time. 2 years, give or take. Not the way I'd hoped to meet again. You can't pick the hand you're dealt, I guess. You looking after yourself? Yes, of course. Of course. We should catch up. I can't think about that now. There's too much. I need to think. I don't mean that I don't want to talk. I understand, Luna. Probably more than most. I know you do. All right. Oh, sweet. Hydrate. I shall hydrate. Drive safely. Make good choices. I have hydrated. It was an antique vase, rather plain, but imposing nonetheless. Perhaps a family heirloom? Outside, life in Asheville continued to crawl along, oblivious to the carnage within the apartment. So if I, a non-professional crime scene investigator, was to look at this crime scene investigation, I would say that there seems to be a little bit of a tussle, a little bit. She may have fought back, especially since she has bruises. Obviously she lost because her insides are not inside of her. There's a rose. Hold on a second. Look at the blood trail. The blood trail goes to the elevator. I found a small black book filled with addresses and phone numbers. I decided it could be useful. There is a leather jacket lying on the couch. I assume it was fashionable, but I really had no idea. It appeared to be something in one of the pockets. So, like, there's a handprint right here. A large, bloody handprint. So the blood is probably dripped from upstairs. I'd say the majority of the blood. I bet you the body is right up here. Dripping right here. But that does not explain a bloody handprint sitting on the couch unless she died here. Hold on. Let me look at the crime scene. Also, there's like a vent right there. So I don't think she died here. I think she was dragged up here. I think she died here. I think her body was dragged upstairs because you can see drag marks right here. I think they're drag marks. They are pixels. I am doing some interpretation. But why is this broken vent right here? Blood dripping from the broken vent. The metal was buckled and torn. What could have done this? It's kind of tough to try and recreate what kind of crime scene we're looking at. I would assume that she died here or here. Maybe got injured. There's definitely a tussle. Maybe a little tussle here. A tussle. She got hurt. She fighting. Tried to leave. Got dragged back up. Okay, let's go downstairs. Let's go talk to people. Let's go say hi. Howdy, howdy. I'd known Officer Lewis Hogan for about 8 years. He's always seemed generally efficient, even though a little too reactive in his approach to make detective. Perhaps he was happy with his role and didn't wish to progress any further. Sir?
Sorry. Sorry.
May I ask you a few questions?
I spoke to the other guy. The cop over there. He said I'm not in trouble. Am I in trouble?
No, sir. If you were in trouble, I'd be reading your Miranda rights to you, but you're not in trouble. We just need to get a clear picture of what's happened here. What's your name?
It's Carl. Carl Laidlaw. I told the other guy this.
Relax. It's just to be polite. I like to know who I'm talking to. You're the landlord.
Uh-huh. And janitor, handyman, you name it.
Let's discuss what happened tonight. Can you start by telling me your involvement?
I wasn't involved. I just found her.
So you called it in.
Yeah.
What time was this?
About 9:30, I think. I don't know. The other cop said the time. I didn't look.
So, start from the beginning, if you could. You went up to her apartment?
Yeah.
You had a key?
I got keys to all the apartments. It's my building. Miss Chandler didn't have a door as such. But with her having the whole top floor, see, this used to be an old clothes factory. So, we need to unlock the button to the top floor.
Is it usual for you to visit your tenants so late?
I don't know. I hadn't seen her for a few days.
I see. Was there anything in particular that made you visit so late?
I had stuff to do, a leaky faucet, a broken light. Why?
I'm just trying to picture it together. Every detail is important. Please, tell me what happened from when you opened the lift door.
I saw the blood. You've been up there. It's everywhere. I just stood there for a while, too scared to move. And then I called out to see if Miss Chandler was okay. There was no answer, so I searched the place. I was careful not to touch the blood, of course. When I got to the bedroom, I saw.
Yes?
Well, I don't fucking know what I saw. You've been up there. What the fuck are those rope things? Who could have ripped her apart like that? Anyway, I ran out as fast as I could and called the cops. That's it. That's the whole story.
What about the victim? I'd like to ask a few questions about the victim.
Okay, sure.
How long have you known Miss Challenor?
Since January. I think she moved here from down south somewhere. Said she wanted a fresh start. She ain't a local.
And she rented the top floor?
She said she wanted somewhere with enough space to get her painting done.
How would you describe her personality?
I don't know, buddy. She was quiet, you know. Always paid on time. Was polite enough. Towards the end, she sorta changed.
In what way? Was she depressed?
If anything, it was the opposite. She just smiled all the time. Maybe she was on drugs. She hung around with some shady characters.
Like who?
People came by. Guys that I didn't ask their names.
Was she involved in something dangerous?
Maybe. She wore black clothes all the time. Listened to loud rock music, all that stuff.
Oh god. She's a punk. Wearing black is hardly dangerous.
I know that, but, you know, these kids today get drunk all the time, get into drugs, and her paintings were weird sometimes. Really oily. I don't know how to describe it.
Looking at her apartment, she seems to be the artist.
Yeah, she was, and a good one, I suppose. But just an artist. She helped run a gallery, too. Sold her paintings there. I guess she brought some money with her when she came to town.
A gallery? Do you remember the name of it?
Star... something. The Starlight Gallery, I think. It's over in Neptune. Her and some other girl ran it, but I never met her.
Thank you. I appreciate the help. Officer Hogan? Detective Stanhope. Quite the scene upstairs. That's an understatement. Are you finished with the landlord? Uh-huh. He's all yours. Officer Bruce? Stanhope? Got time for a word? Not really. Neither do you. Let's get this wrapped up so we can go home, yeah? Alright, let's go upstairs. We gotta talk to the detective. Amelia? I found out where Serena worked, a place called the Starlit Gallery. I've been there. In Neptune, right? That's what the landlord says. Can you follow up on that for me? Consider it done. All right. Ooh. Luna called me as I was about to leave the office. She said she needed help with a homicide. I haven't worked one for years, but I couldn't say no to her. We have too much history. The apartment block was in Riverside. It was an old factory, red brick and steel. I could smell the tang of blood as I entered the lobby. She was right. This case was too similar to Liscato. I needed to look for clues. I needed to check the apartment and also question the landlord. He had to know something. One piece of glass was stained with blood that had been used as a weapon, needs to be sent to the lab. I slipped on a glove and carefully bagged the glass for future analysis. I need to let Luna know. Oh, okay. So I think I just missed that. Maybe I can now tell her, hey, look! I found a piece of glass! I found a piece of glass that looks like it may be used in the murder. I'll get it to Dr. Abdul Love. Thanks, Will. I hope it gives us something. Oh my god, one more!
One more.
Do you have what you're going to say? Uno mas. Uno mas. Uno mas. Hi, Truman. How are you doing, buddy? Gotta do a search pattern. Tired? Me too. I've just been so exhausted recently. Bloody boot prints! There are boot prints leading from the pool of blood towards the elevator. They are relatively large. Were they the landlords? Can I ask him if it's the landlord? Hello, landlord. Let me look at your shoes. We found a set of boot prints in her apartments. Do you have any idea who they may belong to?
I don't know. She had a few visitors, but I don't remember them. She did have a boyfriend a couple months back. Some young punk with green hair and metal in his face. I think he wore some big leather boots.
Do you remember his name?
She called him Marky, so Mark something. I don't know his last name.
Okay. There's only one Mark in the pocketbook. Mark Torrance? I need to look him up in the APD GAT databank. Alright. Time to go let the lady know. I'm so glad they didn't just let me leave without finding all the clues. And now I also know that clues are... We got a point and click. This is a pixel point and click. We gotta get the right pixel. I found a name, Mark Torrance. He was involved with Serena. Great work. Can you follow up for that tomorrow? I need to stay with the forensic tonight to scour the apartment. Of course, make sure you get some sleep when you can. I'll do my best. Yay! Catch up with you tomorrow. Thanks for your help, Will. Bye, Luna! Have a good night. Don't let the murderers bite. I guess don't let the murderers take your insides. The night was unexpectedly calm. The air was as thick as soup, clinging to my bones as I fell asleep in my easy chair. Maybe you should put on a heater if it's that freaking cold. Ooh, wow. Is this the gray pallor? The town seemed to be holding its breath. If I dreamed, I couldn't remember it, but that was nothing new.
A hot cup of coffee.
The dawn sunlight was bleached bone. It was around the time I was drinking my second cup of coffee that I realized I had missed Abigail's birthday again. She probably hadn't noticed. I had never been much of a father, but she had never really needed me. Maybe even when her mother passed away. Maybe I'd ring her later, but first it was time to visit the morgue. Dr. Abdullah had been burning the midnight oil. Oh my god, we're a horrible father. Thank you for completing the autopsy so promptly, Dr. Abdullah. I appreciate you working through the night. No skin off my nose. Couldn't sleep. My daughter has a puppy for her birthday, and the poor thing seemed to be scared of the dark. Cries through the night. It's like another child. And please, call me Tamir. I know where I work, but there's no one else here. Why are you always so formal? If a person earns a doctorate, that should be respected, in my view. Oh, please tell that to my wife the next time you're over for dinner. We'll see how that goes. Now, shall we get started? Certainly. You're off Tuesday. If we D&D, we could play longer. Ooh, maybe. It really depends on when Coffee needs to go to sleep, because Coffee will be in a different time zone for work. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. It is the heist if we play. So that's very exciting. Do you have a time of death? That's a difficult question to answer. How so? Looking at the relative lack of cloudiness with the corneas, I would have placed the time of death at between 8 and 9 p.m. yesterday. That fits with the landlord's statement. But the livor mortis, the lividity of the blood as it pools under the skin, places the time of death at 2 or 3 days ago. That's kind of crazy. Are you sure? I think you're lying to me, Dr. Man. Hello, my abscesses, my abscesses, my oh, you know. How are you doing, Mechanist? I hope you're having a great day. We're doing a Lovecrafty and spooky. And then there's the soft tissue, both attached to the corpse and separate. There could be aspects of necrosis that could play at the time of death a week ago. How is that possible? Honestly, I'm not sure. What was the cause of death? Well, from the scattering of the organs, you would assume a swift death due to the blood loss and trauma. At least that was my first assessment, but the timelines don't match. What do you mean? The lungs are relatively fresh. I mean, I wouldn't put them on my pizza. Yes, well, I mean to say that judging from the lack of necrosis, they largely match the time of death measured through the cornmeal cloudiness. The liver, however, is in a very poor state. The tissue is degrading and necrotizing at an alarming rate. Similarly, some of the skin around her stomach also carries some of that, sponginess, for lack of a better word. Perhaps it could have been caused by some acid? Maybe. If she was submerged in a bath of corrosive agent, acid or alkali, could, but no. The skin of her legs, while showing lividity, is pretty well preserved. It's as if parts of her body were long dead while she was still alive. Honestly, it's a bit disconcerting. A little? Perhaps it would affect me more if I had some sleep. Everything's a little vague. Having a tolerable day? Better than intolerable. Cause of death! Bespookification. Have you analyzed the glass shard? Was it the murder weapon? I can't say for sure. Looking at the chest cavity and the stomach, the skin doesn't seem to be cut. It's more of a series of tears. To be honest, the skin is in such a bad condition that it could have probably been pulled apart by somebody's hands. Unbelievable. And yet true. With regards to the glass, the majority of the blood matches the blood type of the victim. However, there was another type. I sent a sample to the database to be checked against existing DNA profiles. Maybe you'll get a match. Thanks. What about the rope that was found at the scene? Rope. Ah, yes, I have a small section of it here. Where's the rest of it? Ah, nice. You'll see why. What the hell am I looking at here? Oh, wait, I knew. I have sent a piece for DNA analysis, but it'll take a day or two. It's organ matter, fleshy, it runs through with fibers, rather than like cooked like celery. Rather like cooked celery. It's as if a vine were crossed with the digestive tract. It also has a rather tough exterior, but the inside's almost liquid. I'm aware how it sounds. Please inspect it. Tell me what you think. I'm no doctor. I don't really think that matters with this substance. It's a worm! It's moving. Yes, it's fascinating, isn't it? And watch this, if I use a pen to agitate it. Good lord. Huh. It appears soft on the surface. Sometimes. What do you mean? It shivers on occasion. A ripple that tenses the surface. A spasm of sorts. This appears torn. I tried to cut it with a scalpel, but there are strong strands running beneath the surface. It's almost like working around knots and wood. This was the best I could do. These strands, are they growing? Apparently so. I'll be freezing this section soon, believe me. I don't know what to make of any of this. Why are you even taking this case? You're vice. Luna asked me, and I have the time. Do you? I'll make the time. If you say so. I'm gonna go to the office. Can you fax the completed report to me? Of course, it'll be done within the hour. Before you go, there's just one more thing. It might be nothing, but it did strike me a little curious. The victim has a tattoo. Is that so odd? Well, maybe not, but it was quite recent and the flesh was inflamed as if it was infected. It was a diamond, bright red, on the inside of her left wrist. Noted. Thank you, Tamir. You'll let me know if you find anything else. Of course. Diamond tattoo? Like the diamond that's on the cover of the game? Will? Yes? Please look after yourself. Will do. I'll be in touch. Ta-ta, Doc! Hello? Yes? Detective Starnhope? It's Officer Braintree. Dan Braintree? Uh-huh. Sorry, sir, but a letter was delivered to you by hand this morning. I left it by your computer. I see. Should I have left it on your other desk with the lamp? I'm sure I'll find it. Anything else? I do have a message from Officer Bruce. Which is? He said to say that he apologizes for the way he spoke to you last night. Issues at home, apparently. He would have told you himself, but he's not on until tonight. Oh, well, that's good to know. Thanks, Braintree. My pleasure, Detective. Okay, bye! I realized it was raining. Odd for this time of year. But then there was nothing that felt right about today. That rope that had bound Serena Chandler held her to the wall like a fly in a web. What the hell could it be? I tried to put it out of my mind. Abdullah was the best person to work that out. I had my own leads and it was time to follow up on them. A letter! We just got a letter. Fart 34. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from. It's a red diamond! It was drawn on what appeared to be red wax paper on red wax on a thick paper, or papyrus. Papyrus! There was a red diamond in the center with jagged edges. A straight cluster of symbols surrounded it. Perhaps the alphabet? An alphabet of some kind? There seemed to be a symbol near one of the corners, obscured by what appeared to be charcoal. His thumb is a little chubby. Mine is really long. I have very long fingers. Hello, my dude! Oh no! My thumb! I got a paper cut from the paper! Except I didn't. because this is spooky time. The diamond was so sharp it cut me. Something had cut into me, but that made no sense. I could see now a needle. A what? A what? A needle woven into the fibers of a sketch? Why hadn't I seen that before? Someone put a needle in papyrus. Oh, welcome in. I don't know if Gen C is awake still. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Gen C, are you awake? I shook my head at my failure of my observation. I was not repaying Luna's faith in me so far. I washed the blood away and folded the letter back. I knew I needed to look into who had sent it, but I had more pressing issues at the time. I heard my name. My dude is here. Whiskies. Small selection of books on criminology with some historical reference books and the occasional novel. Fart. It was a poster from my younger days. I had quite the interest in progressive rock in the 70s. Farm 34. Oh. Were the finest example in my opinion. Their greatest hits, Collective, is required listening for anyone wanting a greater understanding of life. Gen Z streams Sifu? Ooh, is that the punchy game? I think that might be on my list. We may need to have an intervention. It appears as though the Euros are multiplying. I'm collecting Europeans. I'm collecting Canadians too. I've gotten a lot of Canadians. It's my filing cabinet containing both current and solved cases. It was a matter of pride that the solved cases should outnumber the unsolved. There is something in my pocket. My Poketta. Oh my god, it's my Barnes & Noble receipt. I forgot I had that. Okay. Water cooler. My telephano. My old phone. I didn't see the need for having one of those brick-sized cell phones. I enjoyed a comfy seat if I was discussing police business. My red string board! Details from my previous case. A cocaine dealing ring. Ah! My voice is like crack. That's fun. Oh my gosh. Thanks so much. I appreciate the compliment. My presentation. My certificate. It was my citation of bravery from the Dremel case, 1983. I had others, but this was the first, and to be honest, it meant the most to me. A reminder that you can do everything correctly and still fail. Ben, what happened to you? %51% clearance rate is a bit dismal for homicide. I don't think it's unrealistic, unfortunately. It's considering the year is 1991, and we haven't. I don't think CODIS happened until what 2000. When did CODIS come? Was it 2001, 2005? Hold on, guys. I have to do the CODIS database. Hold on. When was CODIS created? I think it was 2000. Oh, it was created in 1990. Okay, so in 1990, the FBI began the pilot program, which involved a small number of state and local laboratories sharing DNA profiles electronically. And then in 1994, the DNA Identification Act was passed, giving the FBI formal authority to create a national database for law enforcement purposes. And then 1998, the national database, also known as the National DNA Index System, became fully operational, which CODIS is the Combined DNA Index System. I thought it was done in 2000. Created in 2000. Oh, I think the well, oopsie poopsie. That's okay. Too many greenies in the chat. We do have a few greens. Sorry, I almost went. He almost lost me to Wikipedia. Stanhope can explore Ashfield using his map. Look at locations for a description and use locations to go there. Ate. So this is my office, that's the gallery, and that's my apartment. Salem. Goodyear. Painting style is familiar. It was most likely another one of Serena's. This one seemed to both convey emptiness and infinite mass. The door to the gallery was locked. Ow. I hurt my hand. We're closed, and before you ask, we have no plan for reopening. Could I have a moment of your time then? What for? I don't know you and I don't want to. Fuck off. I'm APD. Detective Stanhope. Well then, fuck off, Detective Stanhope. Ad done. Welcome back from the ads. I need to set up so that way it'll tell me when ads are happening, because I don't have it set up. So you guys just randomly go into ads and I lose you and I don't know I lose you. How goes the detective? Well, it's going good so far. Here is what we know of the crime. The crime is Serena Challenor. Serena got murdered. And so far, we think that the perpetrator has a big hand, which is not very helpful. Anyway, she got murdered and gutted, so she doesn't have any guts on the inside of her. She's just like an empty human husk, and she was strung up with living rope. This rope stuff grows, by the way, and it's very freaky. She has bruises on her body, which makes me believe that she struggled before, she struggled before dying, which is unfortunate for her. She also has a tattoo of a red diamond, which we know, you and I, because we are so smart, we know that that's related to whatever the spookiness is going on, because that's on the cover of the game. And Serena was an artist. She had a boyfriend named Mark at one point. We'll have to go talk to him at some point. And oh, she was not cut open, she was tore open. So the doctor who did the autopsy theorizes that someone used their hands. Oh yeah, different parts of her body have been dead for different amounts of time. Did I move my bed again? I don't think so. My bed has been in that corner now for a while. Oh yeah, my magic items. We're waiting on one more because we did not know that one was magical because I forgot about a different thing, so I just need to sit down and write it out. Her body was shaking with barely held emotion. It seems the news of Serena Challenor's death has already made her way here. I know this is a difficult time, man. I just want to ask a few questions and I'll be out of your hair. Fine. Thank you. Can I ask your name? It's Hugh Mei Ying. Call me May. Well, how long have you known Serena? Since last year. Sort of. What do you mean? She was looking to move up here as an artist, and I was looking for a partner to run a business. She seemed like a good fit. We had a few phone calls before she moved. Where'd she move from? New York. She said she couldn't find a way to stand out there. Too many artists. How long have you known her? Oh, right. I just did that one. What was she like? What do you mean? Her personality, her interests? I don't know her. I didn't know her for that long. Help me out here. You ran a gallery together. She seemed to be considering her words. I suppose she is a pretty fragile person. At first, anyway. Fragile in what way? Emotionally? Socially, she seemed to find conversation a chore. No, not like a chore, more like a test. You can almost hear her brain analyzing every single thing. She would ask me these dumb questions like she's never spoken to anybody before. What's your favorite cat? A smile crosses her lips before quickly becoming swallowed once more. It used to piss me off. I thought I'd made a huge mistake in hiring her. But then she got past it and things got better. She seemed to stop caring. Her questions became a joke. Maybe she got to know you, felt less nervous. Maybe, but it was sudden, like one day after her birthday. What day was that? June 14th, I think. After that day, it was like she was a different person. Was she in any trouble? Not with regards for money, that's for sure. Her paintings do well, especially her newer ones. Why do you think that is? It's the colors, I think, and the form. Her eyes glaze over for a second. I don't know. They've got this energy. What about outside of work? Any personal interests? Personal issues? I can't think of anything. Oh my gosh, a doof. So we play Dwarf Fortress pretty regularly. And you can name a dwarf. I probably need to deactivate that so no one accidentally buys money. Oh yeah, give the points back.
And his name is John C.
Please and thanks. Nothing at all? No. We done here? Didn't need to be a detective to know she was hiding something. I had to be careful with the right approach. Anything you can remember, no matter how small, could help. I told you I don't remember anything. Well, take my number just in case. Maybe something will jog your memory. I gave her my card, but I doubted she would call. Perhaps my hunch was wrong. Do you know Mark Torrance? I met him a few times when he and Serena went out. Seems like a waste of space to me. Always thought she could do better. But she realized in herself in the end. Is he mixed up in this? I'm just gathering facts at the moment. Have you seen him recently? No, not for at least a month. Tell me about that day, her birthday. Did you spend it with her? I saw on the night we went to the club. It was her suggestion, which was a surprise. I think she'd already been drinking or something else. She was high as fuck. She never seemed to really come down after that. Did she tell you what she'd done that day? Every point is sacred. She spent the day with Mark, got clothing, got some clothes, jewelry, even a tattoo. Tattoo? A diamond? Yeah, I think she wanted to impress Mark. She was really happy with it. Kept looking at it all night. You know where she got it? No, sorry. I know there are a few studios in Hopper, Berwick, and County Heights, but it could have been any one of them. Bye, Cookie. Jelly! So the game lets you just strike out on certain questions? Yeah. It looks like that. Oh, right, address. Sorry. Sorry. I'm dying. I hate sneezing so much. So, every New Year's...
Never back down, never what?
Never give up!
Never back down, never what?
Never give up!
Let's go!
Ugh, thanks. Every New Year's, at least for the past couple of years, we've been doing a tier list until midnight. This will be my first year in Washington to do it. And all the games that I have beaten that year are in the running to become the best game ever, the best game of that year, or the worst game. Last year we had a whole bunch of games to get through. This year we don't have a lot of games. I don't, because I got a job. So I don't rank things wrong. You guys are wrong. Ooh. Oh, thank you. I was literally going to see what her name was. Ooh, hold on. Record for Mark Torrance. This is hardly the record of a career criminal, but that often meant nothing when it came to violent crime, sadly. Oh, it'd help if I spelled it right. Let me look. I need to write down names better. Dang it. Why, young woman? Why can't you tell me your name? Ugh. Okay, fine. Maybe it was maybe it was switched. Oh, why am I spelling everything wrong? It's Serena Chalinor. So was it Yingmei? No, it would not be that one, right? It would not be that. It's also possible that she doesn't actually live in this jurisdiction because she was like saying that there was like 3. Yeah. I just don't think we can go to her. Dang. Jetsi is pretty cool. I've known Jetsi for a while. Dictionary definition, Abscission. The natural detachments of parts of a plant, typically dead leaves and ripe fruit. That's weird. Mark Torrance's apartment block had seen better days. The place smelled of mold with a U, as if there had been built from blocks of rot and bound together with misery. Wow, what a line. Piles of garbage and sad, broken, discarded things were scattered along the corridor. There was a garbage chute, but it looked like no one would be bothered opening it. There's a woman that gave me a faint smile. Despite her stooped shoulders, she seemed to radiate calm. Ma'am? Yes. Did you need something? I should tell you I don't buy from the door. I'm a detective, ma'am. Will Stanhope. Can I ask you a few questions about your neighbor in number 3, Mark Torrance? Mark? She leaned back a little. Is he in some kind of trouble? At the moment, I just want to talk to him, that's all. Well then, ask away. When was the last time you saw Mark? A couple of nights ago, leaving his apartment. How was he? Normal. He's a bit quiet you know, but nothing out of the ordinary. What was he wearing? A military jacket, a bit worn, and black jeans, I think. Boots? Oh yeah, big brown ones. How long have you known Mark? He moved in a few years back, maybe 5. Moved from Worcester, I think he said. Any family? He mentioned his pa back home. Never comes to visit though. I get the impression there was bad blood there. Why is that? Poor boy. Moved in with nothing more than a rucksack and the clothes on his back. I think he left in a hurry. Why do you think that is? Mister, I leave the mind reading to that woman with the stall in Wicker Park. You didn't ask him? You don't prod a wound that's hurting. You gotta let it heal. What'd you think of him as a neighbor?
Depends on what you mean by trouble. Used to play his music loud, but a broom on the wall a few times put a stop to that.
What about visitors? Anyone concerning?
A few rock and roll types, all metal in their face and black clothes, but they're just kids looking for attention. Give 'em a smile and they're good as gold. Mark's like that. He likes to have Tough Bill come around and help me move my furniture when I'm vacuuming and pick me up some groceries when I'm under the weather.
I see. His name has come up in a connection with a Miss Serena Challenor. Is that name familiar to you?
Yes, I met Serena a few times when they were dating. Always very pleasant and polite. She had a wicked sense of humor. With a U. Very sharp. She has an interesting style of clothing. Both of them do. So sad it didn't work out between them.
What caused the breakup?
You'd have to ask Mark. I know he was broken up about it, but he is trying to move on. As far as I can tell, she just stopped returning his calls.
Any idea why?
Better ask him.
There was a look on her face, concern mixed with sadness. I needed to ask what was on her mind. I get the impression you wanted to ask me something.
You're sharp. Look, I am no fool. I can tell that Mark is in some kind of trouble.
At the moment, I'm just looking to speak to him.
Don't try and lie to me, detective. I'm good at reading people. He's a good boy, no matter what you think he's involved in. All I want to know is that you'll hear him out. I don't want him hurt. Will you promise me that?
I just want to talk to him. That's always the best place to start. He'll get his say, I promise you.
You're as honest as you seem. I trust you. Here, take this. He gives me a key to his apartment in case of emergencies. If he's taken something bad or he's hurt, I want you to be able to get in to help him.
I appreciate that, ma'am. I have a slight spoiler question to ask that could influence how you play if you do want to do a certain thing. I guess it depends on the question. Like, how spoilery are we talking about? I don't remember how do I how do I use my shit again? Would you give me the... Yeah, it's on the tentacle. It won't let me use. Why won't you let me use? Try exit. I'm like as close as I can get to it. I did click exit with the key. About? That did not help me. I was looking for speed. Slow that shit down. Damn it. I pressed the wrong button. My shit was fucked up. I have a bad feeling that I have not saved in a long time because I only saved once. Can I help you, Mr. Triangle? I don't know if there's a... Nope. Ugh. This could be okay. I know this sounds like it couldn't be okay. Oh no! I have saved recently! I have saved recently! Damn it! Oh, what the fuck was that? Did you see that? Ma'am! Can't use my gun. Okay. Am I looking at the wrong door? Have I been looking at the wrong door this whole time? No. How am I supposed to use the fucking key? I am on using it at the wrong door, but it wasn't working at this door either. How do I use this? How do I use this key? How do I use key? Ah! What? The key didn't work at apartment 1. How did I get it? How did I do that? Why was that so difficult? Oh, I'm the best gamer that has ever lived. Jesus Christ. So cool. I'm best. Okay. I don't... Did I just lock it? I can just unlock things? Can I... There we go. There we go. The unmistakable metallic stench of blood hit my nostrils as soon as I entered the apartment. Mark Torrance was nowhere to be seen. A trail of gore led towards the bathroom. Maybe we should call the police. 911? Help, there's been a grisly murder. There was a low, irregular rustling in the darkness. I slipped on a pair of surgical gloves and got to work. Great. This is about as close as I wanted to get to the bed, which was just a mattress. There was no way of telling if it had been slept in recently. There was something shiny on the paper. A Polaroid. Thumbprint. There was a bloody thumbprint. On the photo, it seemed that whatever Mark had gone in his wounded state, he had looked at this photo before he left. It was Serena Chandler. I recognized that was the first I'd seen her with life in her eyes. Presume this was Mark. He had an interesting style. Love you. There was a bridge in the background of the picture, probably Cobb Bridge to the east of Ashfield. How did their account get hacked? Okay, well, I haven't received a DM from Core, so. If I smell blood and hear rustling, I'm getting out my gun, not my gloves. It's true. Actually, honestly, I'm gonna be so for real. If I smelled blood, I wouldn't need rustling. I would leave. I would leave and call the police. I know I'm the police. I need more police. I need a policier police, please. Beer and pizza. Okay, gang. Okay. I thought I was just getting ready to defend myself. Mark wasn't here, but it looked like he had left a lot of himself. Oh my god. But it looked like he left a lot of himself behind. Had he been attacked or had he done this to himself? Where could he have gone? And more importantly, why could I still hear rustling? It seemed to be coming from the sink. No, it doesn't come from the sink. There was trash in every pocket of the filthy jeans. I sifted through it and eventually found the item of interest. It was a handwritten invoice from Blood Web Tattoo Studios for 2 tattoos, totaling to $30 from the 14th of June. 14th of June! I had a little experience of commissioning tattoos, but that seemed very inexpensive. A pile of assorted viscera laid on the floor. There seemed to be an organ or two within the fleshy matter, but I couldn't recognize them. They seemed to be rotting, even though the blood around them was relatively fresh. I tried not to gag. There was a t-shirt and jeans crumpled up. They were soaked with blood. Yes, everybody, I am ignoring. I'm ignoring. The bloody hammer was smeared with the wall. I decided to leave further analysis for the forensics. The bile rose in my throat. The rustling from was the gentle waving of glistening fleshy leaves growing out of the plug hole. The sink was slick with blood, and a lot of it. From the color, it seemed likely that it spilled recently, most likely within the last 24 hours. Hey, you remember how Abscission, this game is the botany? There was a bloody handprint on each side of the sink as if someone had braced themselves against it. Perhaps the blood in the sink would have been vomited rather than seeping from a wound. That's a lot of blood. Okay, bye. Are we not gonna fucking say anything about that? We're just gonna be like, okay, cool. Bye. Okay, bye. I made the call in the phone booth outside to get the apartment sealed and analyzed. I doubted Mark would have come back to that bloodbath, but if he was still alive, where was he? Hey, Pac-Man! Thank you for the subscription.
Hey, Ruthie.
Bloody blood web tattoo. Hello? Hey, Abby. How are you? Dad? Fine, I guess. And you? Fine. I'm sorry I forgot your birthday. That's okay. I know you're busy. Matt says hi, by the way. Good. Good. He's a good guy. I'm glad you think so. I mean, you've only met him once. I know. Well, I won't keep you. I just want to let you know I was thinking of you. That's nice to know, I guess. Take care, Abby. You too. Amelia? Sorry, Will. I was just trying to get some sleep. I didn't want to get in until stay up at 8 a.m. I'll get back on duty later. No problem. I'll keep chasing leads. Shall we catch up this evening? Sounds good. I'll see you at the station by 6. Alright, see you then. You've reached the office of Dr. Tamir Abdulov. I'm sorry I can't take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. I think Ben is a dead partner. Serena's tattoo and their seat from Blood Web. With leads few and far between, perhaps it was worth investigating. The addresses was between Hopper and Townie Heights. Yay! I had the tattoo studio lead, but there still had to be more out there. I decided to head back to the office to get a uniform. to go through Serena's to get a uniform to go through Serena's records.
Maybe they had something of interest there.
I asked the front desk for Hogan or Braintree, but they said they've already been sent to Torrance's apartment to seal it off and gather evidence. There was only one uniform who was free.
Officer Bruce speaking.
Bruce, it's Stanhope.
What can I do for you?
It's the Serena case. I need someone to go through records and statements, see if there's anything that stands out.
I'll see what I can do. I'll try and have something on your desk in the morning.
I appreciate it. As I stepped out into the sidewalk, the air around me seemed to hum. People moved in and out of focus. I leaned against a fire hydrant and lost my lunch in the gutter. Exhaustion dragged me down to my knees.
6969, finally has come the time. The time of memes, the time of jest, the sex number unlike the rest. For many months I've paid the price, and now it's finally time for nice. Nice, 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 nice.
Thanks for the hydrate and 69! 69 for jelly! Oh my gosh, did we find like a character limit for the quote? I loved your poem. That was really good. Harp? Secret harp over here. Oh my gosh, hi. We're playing a spooky game. Nice. I'm playing a spooky game. It's a spooky detective game. Thanks for the subscription. Thanks, everybody. This looks sick. It's awesome. I think you should get it. If it's still on sale, it's like $3 or $4. Exhaustion dragged me down to my knees. Arms weak. Knees heavy. Mom sketty. Nervous. I couldn't even focus on the faces of those that gathered around me. Some kind soul hailed me a cab, and eventually I found myself at my apartment. I dragged myself into bed and almost fell asleep. Immediately fell into a deep sleep. Gang? I think something is amiss. The blasted landscape spread around me for miles, horizon to horizon. A hot wind tore across the dust, whipping into ashen drifts. The lights of the white sun above me. Oh my god. Is this the king in yellow? Oh god. Became blood red as washed over the dead landscape. Where am I? I could see someone in the distance standing next to a tree. Where? Where could you possibly see that? Please point out the 3 pixels that this person is. Oh, okay. To the side. It can't be. Hello, Will. Ben? Detective Ben Drummel had been my mentor when I started with the Force. He had tempered my worst qualities with calmly delivered advice. He had been a father figure, but had let me make vital mistakes that had led to improvement. His death had almost broken me. That guy is dead. He is a dead guy. How can you be here? There was a twinkle in his eye. Is it really the strangest thing about this? Come on, Will, you can... His face suddenly dropped. His eyes widened. Ben, something is wrong. Something is amiss! A rapscallion most foul! He has taken the face of our friend. We need to stab it. I bet we can kill it. The red moved under my hand. I could feel something beyond it, but couldn't find my way through, no matter how much I dug with my fingernails. The red moved under my skin. No, thank you. Kings.
Amelia, sorry.
What you sorry for?
The mess.
It's your apartment. And your shirt. What time is it? It's just after 11. I thought I'd check up on you since you didn't show up at the precincts. Braintree rang me. Okay. Thank you. I wasn't drinking if that's what you're thinking. I didn't say a word. It was something else. I passed out, I think. Maybe it's the heat. How'd you get in? You left the door open. Still trespassing if the door is unlocked. Not unlocked. Open. You're lucky you still have that beat up record player. Was that your way of saying you wanted me to leave? No, I don't know. I need to get my head on straight. Why don't you take some time off? The case can wait. Maybe I shouldn't have got you involved. You don't mean that. Lewis is back in town, so I've passed it over to him until Monday. You can send on any information you have to him to follow up on. I'm fine. It looked like shit. Thank you. Dang it. I know that... How do I respond to her? I feel like being confident and demanding is a good way to go with her. See, the thing is that I went melancholic for some of them, for like 1 or 2 of them. I knew I had to take care of myself. Come on, Luna, you don't have to look after me. I've been far worse states. She looked at her feet. I know, I remember. Just rest, please. We can catch up on Monday. I'll see myself out. I had no doubt that she was right about how I looked, but I really did feel fine. As soon as she left, I got dressed, cleaned up, and planned my next move. One thing was certain. I wasn't about to hand this over to Lewis. I was staying on the case. They go for melancholic. No, the lag! No! No! Can I make it to the freaking tattoo parlor now? Bruh. There was a document on my desk. Oh my god, there's a document on my desk. Bruce had traced Serena's bank records and found a few entries for Carmine's books, including a receipt for a book called Dreams of the Pale Queen. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. This is just the King of Yellow, the King in Yellow in a different freaking font. Fucking Plains of Carcosa. Fucking bitches. Okay, here we go. By Hector Rufus. The shop was on the north side of Mercy. I scrawled the location on my map. Okay, that's cool. You purposely delayed the message. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. I'm a bad judge of character for video games. Yellow King waits and cargoes. I have that short story collection. I should read them again. I need to find him. That's probably in the box. I am going to pull it out. Do I like Pokemon? Not really. I feel like if I was introduced to Pokemon when I was younger, I would like Pokemon, but I don't. Because I was introduced to Pokemon as an adult. The reason why I was not allowed to play Pokemon as a child is not for the reasons that you would think, considering my mother is a Catholic woman. It was not because they were little devils or demons spawn or anything like that. The rain music stopped and I thought my computer crashed. Oh my god. It's because she said that she did not want us to play a game that encouraged dog fighting. Yeah. And I thought that the thing is my mom said that and I was like, okay, sure. Like a lot of the times her reasoning for us not being allowed to do stuff, I didn't agree with. I was a child. It did not matter, of course, but I still didn't agree with a lot of what she was pretty strict. But that was one of those things, that was like one thing that I was like, oh yeah, all right. I see your point. And then I just never played it. And then I became an adult and I tried playing it and I don't know, the gameplay loop doesn't really satisfy anything inside my brain. Instead of playing Pokemon for hours, I spent my time reading Nancy Drew and Hardy Boy books. Also, there was this Scooby-Doo series of books. That you could receive in the mail. My parents loved me and my Scooby-Doo obsessive brain when I was young. So I consumed so much detective media. There's a reason why I like detective games so much. The Yellow King is one of the cards in my tarot. Ooh! Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh. Might have to share some notes about that. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds really fun. Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to see it. What's the tarot cards in your world? The King in Yellow is one of them. I get nothing from Pokemon watching it. I think I'd be so bored if I actually tried to play it. Now, this, just to say, I don't care if you like it. I understand why the gameplay loop is appealing to some people. And I did like Pal World. But with Pal World, I liked the survival aspect more than I liked the catching creatures aspect, even though I did like that. And I think Pokemon Go, when I played Pokemon Go with people, I was into it because my friends were, because I made a little friend group about it. The moment that I stopped interacting with those people is the second I dropped it, So, yeah. Just not for me. And that's okay. But they do have that one Pokemon. It's like a Pokemon Animal Crossing kind of thing that looks really cute. I might be interested in that. The Hunt for an Unknown Killer, Spooner Avenue, now showing. The liquor store was tidy and well kept, with the only smell being cleaning products. The man behind the counter squinted at me as I entered. Afternoon? Is it? Could have fooled me. I thought it was supposed to be summer, but it's so dark nowadays. What can I get ya, fella? Just browsing for the moment. You own this place? My name's over the door. It ain't just a coincidence. Horace F. Napier. This is the game music. Detective Stanhope. Detective! I always wanted to be a detective, but I'm not a fan of the hours. Aren't you open most of the week? Yes, sir, but I get to sit here and listen to my radio. Do you know much about that tattoo parlor? I get that. A lot of crossover with the kids that go there. You ain't supposed to drink before getting a tattoo, but since when did youngsters listen to advice? Any trouble? Not really. Not from the locals. Everyone around here knows old Horace sometimes get out of towners feeling too big for the britches, but old Mildred soon gets them straight. Mildred? My trusty double-barrel, all-licensed Dr. Detective, for self-defense. Thankfully, I've never had to use it. Good to know. That being said, there's something wrong with that tattoo place. Something rotten. What do you mean? There was a guy who lived out on the streets for years. Name of Mickey. Angry fella, he was. Lots of spite for a town that had left him behind. That Nate, the owner of the tattoo shop, gave him a tattoo for free. Said he was blessing them or some foolishness. The fucking tattoo parlor is a cult. It's a cult. If it was not insurance fraud, it's what? It's a cult. I saw Mickey a couple of days later. He was all smiles. The rage had gone right out of him. Where can I find him? Nowhere. A couple days later, he jumped off a Cobb Bridge. Was laughing himself as he fell, according to witnesses. His face was still smiling when they pulled his body out of the water. I see. This was worth remembering. Watch how you go.
So I dreamed I was underwater.
Uh-huh.
And all these jellyfish were going past.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Tell me about it. I'm a cat. We're not natural swimmers.
You're not a cat, Rin.
I am a cat.
Afternoon. What's up, Mr. Trenchcoat?
Have you visited the tattoo parlor before? No, that's not my scene. Sean has, though. You can ask him.
What is your scene?
Video games.
Aren't they for kids?
No way. They're for anyone with an imagination. Kids are just better at that. Mark my words, Mr. Trenchcoat. Games are going to be everywhere in the next few years.
Shut the fuck up. Have you met a Serena Chandler?
I don't think so. Who is she?
A murder victim. I showed her the photo of Serena and Mark. She took her time.
Maybe, but not for a while. I don't think I ever spoke to her. I recognized him. That's Mark.
Have you seen him recently?
No, not for a while. He stopped coming around here. Said he had a new girlfriend. I guess that was her.
I believe so.
Should I be worried?
I'd recommend not approaching him if you do see him.
Understood.
Is there any trouble around here?
No more than anywhere else in Ashfield, not really. Saying that, I don't go out alone. Better safe than sorry.
Agreed. Do you know the guy at the door?
That guy? I don't talk to him. He's got no love for humanity.
Thanks.
No problem.
Detective Stanhope, can I ask you 4 questions? Knock yourself out. Have you visited the tattoo parlor before? A few times. Why? Ever see anything odd? Define odd. Out of the ordinary. Concerning. Not really. The owner's a bit of a shithead, but that ain't a crime. Have you met Serena Chandler? I don't know. I'm bad with names. Nah, I think I'd remember her. I'll keep my eyes out though. She wanted? She's dead. Shit. That's heavy, man. I don't think I can do your job. Is there any trouble? What? Like crime? Nah, man. Nothing like that. We're good as gold, baby. Really? Yeah, it's like a monastery, but with better music. Uh-huh. You should unwind, man. Your shoulders are real tense. There's some damn cheap bars around here, crazy girls and heavy music. Best part of town. I'm a bit old for that. Hey, you don't stop playing when you get old. You get old because you stopped playing. All right. Put that on a t-shirt. There any trouble around here? What, like, oh shit, I already did that. You know that guy on the door? Dunk? Oh wait, man, he's an asshole. I have no other options to resort to talking to that guy. Mm-hmm. The Tarot World is a game given to certain worshippers of cosmic entities, but those who oppose these beings co-opted the game and turned it into something more mundane. But for those that know the ritual of their use, they can tell/create a future, and certain decks are in circulation that contain their own power, and their own use can bring about effects for those who don't understand their ooh. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. Don't care. You see anything strange? The dream web is real. Didn't do nothing. I'm not saying you did. I'm asking if you saw nothing. I think you did see something. Maybe. I'll be honest with you. I need your help here. I know there's something going on in the shadows, but it can't be everywhere at once. I need the help of people doing the right thing. You're a good person. I can see that. Yeah, I am. There's a weird guy who visits the tattoo late at night after it's closed. Always goes through the back. What does he look like? Tall. Like really tall. And then he has to bend himself in half to get through the door. Freaks me out. That's all I know, man. It ain't much. Did you write that graffiti? Yeah, the people need to know it's real. What is a dream web? Look it up, mister. I like it. I found a needle red with ink. There's something else. The way the leftover ink was beaded on the metal, it was rubbery with strange. With small strands. Strings? I had a lot on the tattoo shop, and the picture was not healthy. I just need something more concrete to link the shop to Serena. Then I can confront the owner. Hey there. My name is Detective Stanhope. This is police business. If you ain't got a warrant, you ain't coming in. I don't see no warrant. Obstruction, police. Is no matter. But I'm way more scared of Nate than I am of you, little man. Why is that? God damn, get out of here, would ya? How much to let me in? Think you can bribe me? Honestly, yes. You think you're so damn clever? You ain't get anything. Now get lost. Boss does not want to be disturbed. Hold on! Hold on! Hold on! Can you get a bottle of whiskey, something smooth but not too sweet? Sure thing. Got what you need. $10. Thank you. Hey, sir, do you want a drink of this very good whiskey? Hold on. Want some whiskey? My throat is dry, but I ain't touching that. Got refined taste, man. I'm gonna do something goofy. I'm gonna give whiskey to this guy. Oh. I got a rebarb. That's crazy. The fuck happened here? The tattoo smelled of stale sweat and tobacco. There was no curtain to hide the chair. The artist clearly liked to be watched as he worked. I'm eating. Get out. Are you the owner? I said I am eating. Clearly that sack of shit outside forgot that too. This is police business. I won't take much of your time. You won't take any of it until I'm ready. I'm Detective Stanhope. You are Nate Sanders, and that's all you're getting out of me. Sanders, we need to talk. Now. Well, aren't you a persistent little shit? Dude, this music is fucking awesome. We did not skip out. I mean, there was that one itty bitty little bit of like no music, and now we're getting back to the music. So it was a deck of many things, but with rules and sometimes a bit of skill. But at the same time, people use these decks to play a game like poker. Play poker with the wrong deck though, and you might find yourself in a bit of trouble. Yeah, like in Carcosa. I need to speak to you. What? Are you the owner of this shop? Yeah. For how long? Who knows? What the fuck do you want? Do you keep records on your customers? No, don't even ask for names. Isn't that irresponsible? Huh, fuck, man, are you for real? Get out of here. You seem defensive. What can I say? I hate pigs. The tattoos was unflinching, but even the strongest could break with the right pressure. I needed to confront him. I have something important to discuss. Do you now? What makes you think I want to discuss anything with you? I have questions regarding a young woman named Serena Kalinor. Never heard of her. I'd advise you to cooperate with me. Pig, unless you got anything on me, you better leave. Wow, that was pretty cool. Okay, gang. I am going to save for the night. I think this is about as good as any place to leave because I gotta go to bed. I know that unfortunately this game is so engaging that I'm like, I've been trying to be like, ooh, we should stop. Maybe what's a good place to stop? Yeah, this game is pretty good. I'm liking this game a lot. It's very fun. All right, gang. I'm gonna go now. Hey, thanks so much for coming to hang out with me. You could have hung out with anybody in the entire internet, and you chose to hang out with me. That's so cool. Am I feeling detected yet? Are you? Because I'm the detective, and I'm detecting you. Get detected, nerd. Yeah, look at my Scooby-Doo. Wow. Scooby-Doo. Wow. My Scooby-Doo hoodie. I need more Scooby-Doo merch. It's true. Okay. Who is streaming right now? Who are we gonna pester? Are we gonna pester anybody? Oh my gosh, someone's playing Tex Murphy. But they're playing the Pandora Directive. What's the Pandora Directive? Is that the remake of the first game? No, this is just the next that's just an installment. So we can't watch it because it's hello? I'm trying to go to the raids. Generally, if I just click, but why? My raid stuff is borked, or maybe they freaking broke it. Loon. I don't know who this person is, so if we don't like this person, we're gonna blame we blame Gency, okay? We're going to a new place. We're going to a new land. I'm not breaking anything. Got one of the best shows on the internet. Oh, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. That's really nice to hear. After I've been gone for 2 weeks and then I come back, it's nice to hear that you guys like hanging out with me. Really enjoyed your voiceover and reading. Oh, thanks. My many voices. The voices of me. Okay, let's rate this person. Anyway, gang. Hey, Discord. That's so cool. We have one of those. And that's really... Oh, and VoDs. Archive. We have one of those. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was super fun. This is a really cool game. I'm really excited to play more of it. Tomorrow is Friday. Happy Friday. And we'll be playing extra long tomorrow. So we'll see how far we get. I don't actually know how long this game is. Same time. I hope to start an hour earlier. I got KFC before I started stream today because I wanted KFC. So it took a little while to get KFC and then come back. But tomorrow I should be starting around like 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If all things go according to plan, or 7 p.m. It's within the hour of when I started today. Either today's start time or an hour before. So basically same time, same place. We'll see. Discord will tell you. I will tell you over Discord. Okay, I'm going now. Bye-bye. Everyone go say hi to this new person before we leave. Make sure to give good impressions or don't. I'm not your mom. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Here's a heart just for you. Saber ladies right now really care. It's your heart. You do you. Bye.